Welcome, everybody, to the Mandablorian podcast, the podcast where me and my like-minded friends do two of our favorite things, talk about nerd shit, and smoke the reefer. So tonight, we actually are, we're down a group member, man, and it sucks. It sucks that Wayne couldn't make it, but he's busy running his totally awesome pot shop, Access Cannabis, for anybody in the Spokane area. So yeah, we're down a man tonight, but we're gonna power through and get to it. So
he's here in spirit.
He is here in spirit. He's always in spirit.
Got some black armbands. NFL shit.
Access.
I should have wore one of my shirts. God damn it.
Put him over. Oh, I have the shirt on. That's right. I forgot I was wearing it. And then we'll do the hoodie over the headphones. So hailing from Denver, the Last Dinosaur, Colorado, Rocky Mountain High, Christopher Sturm.
Hello.
What are you smoking tonight, Chris?
I actually have a new 4 gram.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no, it's the same one from last week.
Oh, shit.
I can't, lift it up. Or I can be quick about it. But there's, some big diamond chunks in there.
Ooh, that marmalade.
Yeah. Fuck, what's this thing called? I forgot. I don't
Doesn't
know.
matter.
Oh,
It's
pie face.
Pie face. Nice.
And from Detroit, Michigan, fresh off his latest rap battle at the shelter, eating mom spaghetti, artist, photographer, bearded fellow now. It's coming back in.
Yeah, I was actually I meant to shave earlier, but today is Orthodox Easter, and we had family dinner earlier, and after eating and everything, I fell into a food coma. So I slept through my plan of shaving the face, and I was just like, you know what? Fuck it.
Okay. Well, looking dapper as always, Neeko Tronus.
Yow.
And what are you smoking? What's that called?
This is Alien Butter or Alien something butter. I don't remember. Actually,
I like to think it's just called Alien Something Butter. That's a great name.
It
Cool,
could very well be Alien something butter. It's really good though. Really terpy shit.
And I am Brother Kyle, hailing from Allentown, Pennsylvania. No, I'm not. I'm gonna come up with a new name. And tonight I am smoking a very kind gentleman that will remain nameless, likes to tip me in marijuana. And I love it. It's made me not have to buy weed in over a month. So I have a nice eighth here of Tahoe OG. This is cold. And it smells delicious. It looks good. And I'm gonna break up a bud right now. I should have done this before. It's very sticky, very, very sticky. But this will
Icky.
sticky, icky. Oh wait! Throw it in the air. Snoop.
Dude, we were just watching that. I was just watching that movie, The Watch, and it's it plays all that gangster rap and shit, and then Snoop Dogg's in it.
The Watch, is that the one with Jake Gyllenhaal? Or no, that's
it's
N-Watch.
Yeah, no, it's the neighborhood watch. It's Jonah Hill.
Oh yeah, okay. Eddie Murphy,
dude from the IT, and I
know.
think Ben Stiller and Vince Vaughn.
Eddie Murphy was in The Heist. That was that movie. Okay, well, all right, guys, let's fire it up.
Yo, nothing but the hotness whenever we drop this. Monotonous for y'all to keep hating, cause y'all never gon' stop us. I keep my rock spotless and my hoes topless. Take time, try to figure out who the locks is. Fear no one, kick rhymes like Shogun. You scared to blow one, get robbed with your own gun. If I don't respect you, I'ma check you. And if I don't kiss you, I'ma peck you. Right before I wet you, I sneeze on tracks and bless you. I'm special, and if you like working out, then I'm gon' stretch you. Hustling is dead, but we still get red. Turn the spots in the bakeries to give back bread. And y'all said my money spent, but it's an event. So when the feds come, the dogs can't get a cent. And my story, self-explanatory, that I'm the hottest thing on the street, and y'all ain't got nothing for me.
Key to life.
Yeah.
1 pound respect, but you needin' life. 1 pound respect, but you eating right. 1 pound respect, but you sleep at night. You'll see the light.
So tonight we are going to. We don't have anything like to review this week or recap, but we have all watched, and we do kind of, I guess, this amazing show on Amazon Prime, which people have been telling me about for weeks now, and it took you guys to finally watch it and tell me about it for me to fucking watch it, because I always trust your guys' opinions on cartoons. The Amazon Prime, I think it's an original. It's only on there. Invincible, which is a comic, and I didn't know this. A comic by Robert Kirkman, which is cool. Kind of makes me want to read the comic.
Read it. I want to kind of read it too, but also don't want to spoil myself on the show, because I feel like this is probably going to stick pretty close to it to have the freedom to. It's animated.
Yeah.
And watching this, it almost makes me sad. I'm like, dude, you know what? I kind of wish The Walking Dead would have just been animated from the get-go and on something like this too. And
that would be dope, especially
but 10 years ago, streaming shit that wasn't fucking.
Yeah. Imagine Walking Dead animated in black and white. How tits that would be.
Yeah, and how violent this show is, like how they could make that, dude. It would be.
Oh, it would be even cooler if it was black and white, but they used red blood splatter. That would look dope.
Oh, for the zombies and shit?
Yeah.
The
too bad.
It's really good.
We got Invincible.
It's really good. The animation's fantastic. I'm pretty sure it's all computer animation, but they do it cell shaded in a way to make it look cell shaded and not look like computer animation.
Yeah. From what I understand, and Jed knows a lot about this stuff more than I do, but I think a lot of stuff is done now that way, specifically like that, to be CGI, but also purposely making it look like it's hand drawn.
It's cheaper to do it that way than because it's basically the same thing as creating a video game. Like you have models, you slap skins on them, you go from there.
Yeah. It's awesome. I know Castlevania was kind of done like that. It was like a mixture of hand drawn CGI kind of deal.
Like
Voltron too, I think was like that.
Yeah, Voltron was like that too, except they did kind of make it a little more drastic with like the lions versus like the characters.
Yeah.
The way they used to do that was just flash animation, just because it was so cheap to do it that way. But traditional animation has been dead for far too long. And even Dragon Ball, when Dragon Ball went from Dragon Ball Z to Dragon Ball GT, I think it was somewhere before Dragon Ball Z ended in Japan, before they started GT, that they switched everything over from straight up traditional animation to all computer tricks.
Yeah.
Oh, it's super common today.
It makes sense.
Ultraman over on Netflix, that show was great and a lot of fun and kind of similar. But
that was a cool show.
Yeah. But they kind of did similar stuff in that regard, where they tried to make it look cell shaded.
So I know recently there was a guy who came out and said that it was the guy that used to do a lot of that animation back in the day. It wasn't Disney, it wasn't it was the movie Secret of the Nim.
Mm-hmm.
So that, all of that kind of style, that, and Rescuers Down Under. There's one guy that kind of did all that. I think he was the one that also did that Dragon Age game, not Dragon Age, Dragon Quest game, that kind of animation. Yeah, so he had recently is trying to start a new studio, from what I heard somebody say, where they want to go back to more traditional hand drawn, just for the nostalgic aesthetic, I guess. But that's kind of cool. But like you said, just money wise, it doesn't really kind of makes it it's just way cheaper to just do it.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. And I say that as someone who was a student of traditional animation in college. That was my major. So to put it bluntly, if you can have a computer do what it would cost, 12 different artists, 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, for 9 to 10 months to produce what a computer can do in, a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
It's really a no-brainer. And
Yeah,
that
for sure.
you add additional animators into the computer stuff too. It's just
kind of just seems like some guy that's I don't want to be like a dick about it, but like maybe like a little just bitter at the whole CGI thing and just wants to like bring it back, or just maybe he just wants to do something because he's just used to doing that.
It's a stylistic choice. I think like they're trying to make Invincible look like the comic art.
Yeah.
And they're pretty spot on. Like if you go and look up, like just do like a search for images from Invincible, yeah, you see the character designs and you're like, holy shit, that's Adam Eve, there's Invincible, there's Omni-Man. Like it's all clear as day. You can tell who's who. So that's actually really cool. And I think they're working on a new Batman animated series with Bruce Timm and Paul Dini, and I'm pretty sure that's exactly what they're going to do with that show too. Is it's all going to be computer animation done to look cell shaded.
Yeah, I dig that.
Conroy.
Yeah, like I think one of the best animated shows it's like on Netflix anyway. It was I mean Voltron was really good animated wise, but like Castlevania was so beautifully done, and that was just like kind of like a mixture and
that shit was so sick, dude.
I still need to watch the third season. It is ending. They just announced the fourth season.
But the third season's dope, dude. Yeah, all of it.
I didn't watch the third season yet. I still have to watch it.
I think it was the second season that had what was his name? Brand or something like that.
Godbrand?
Yeah, Godbrand, dude.
Yeah, that
he was dope. I love
Norse
that
guy. Yeah, he was great.
Man, what's his name?
I'm a fucking Viking.
His name's escaping me, but he does voiceover in like Destiny and all that stuff. He's in Big Lebowski. He plays one of the main nihilist.
Yeah, he's
Jurassic Park. Dude, like he's just in everything, dude. It's awesome.
Yeah, Godbrand was a great character. For my money, like one of my favorite parts in any cartoon was the second to last episode of Castlevania season 2, where they did the whole battle where they were battling all the vampires. And then Alucard was shouting all the orders for what everybody could do, and then they started playing the is it called Bloody Tears or whatever the Castlevania theme is called?
Sure,
it was like this kind of
theme, dude.
synth version of it where it was they had a drum beat in the back and shit. It was really fucking awesome. Anyway, Invincible. So when you guys were all telling me about this, and other people were telling me about it, and they're like, "Oh, it's so good," and they're like, "It's really fucked up and kind of crazy and bloody and shit," and I'm like, watching the first episode, and I'm like, I don't really. It doesn't. I mean, this is a really good show, but it doesn't seem like it's very adult, and kind of that crazy. Maybe PG-13. And then you get to that end scene from the first episode where, fucking spoilers, by the way. Omni-Man just fucking straight up murders the entire Justice League guys. What were they called? The Guardian Force or some shit
Guardians of the Globe, I think.
Yeah. It was so fun. And then I was just like, I was like, what the fuck? It was, and I was already digging the story and everything like that, but then I was having all that fucked up shit, and then just got progressively crazier from there. And I didn't notice this, and actually, Jessie brought this up to me when she was watching too. And whenever they do the, I love how they go into the title where they say his name, and then instead of saying his name, they do the thing. And there's a blood splatter, and then every episode there's more blood splatter.
Yeah,
it's really cool. It's very dark, that fucking show, man.
Well, I also like how they do that because there's more time for the show, and there's not an intro with a song and all that shit.
For sure,
it's dope.
And actually, the other thing about that title card too, the lead up to it is always somebody about to say his name.
Mm-hmm.
Each episode, it's the same title card. It just adds another blood spatter.
Yeah.
So if you literally go through all 8 episodes, it starts with that first one. If you pay attention, if you remember to visually watch the title card when it pops up again in like second and consecutive episodes, you'll see those spatters just like building up. It's such a great idea. Like
it's a very nice touch.
Yeah, they're really knocking it out of the park, and like I think, I mean, obviously Seth Rogen's got a hand in this too, and it feels very much like The Boys. So like,
Yeah.
That's actually a great selling point for the show. Is like if anybody hasn't seen it and you've seen The Boys and you like The Boys, you're really gonna love Invincible.
For sure. It is like, it's like an animated Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, Seth Rogen.
And the voice work, man. The voice work.
100% one of the biggest stickouts of this whole entire show was they just knocked it out of the fucking park with all the voice work. There's so many good voice actors in this, and just regular actors doing voices.
Dude,
J.K. Simmons, absolutely, yeah.
My girlfriend's so mad at him right now. She's like, I don't like J.K. Simmons. I don't want to watch anything with him.
J. Jonah Jameson.
How awesome was it to see Rafi in the show? I recognize his voice immediately.
He's
Jason.
Immediately, you're like, yep.
I was just pulling up some of the shit, and actually, like Zachary Quinto,
dude,
is the robot, and what a fucking awesome story arc he had, by the way. That was crazy at the end. Like they were kind of building that up over the whole
reveal.
Yeah. So they did a really cool job, like with not. I mean, obviously, like Invincible was, and also nice touch having his last name be Grayson, obviously, but like he was obviously the main character, and they arced his story forever, like throughout the whole show. But like they really peppered in a lot of like other shit throughout like the Mauler twins, like they were like peppered in throughout the whole series, and then you kind of like get a big thing at the end with them, with making the robot body. It was just great writing.
Yeah. Like from the first episode, you kind of thought they were just gonna be some throwaway shit, like throwaway villains, to just have them show. And they fucking these guys again, and they kept coming back. I'm like, right on, dude, that's tight.
Yeah, the way they set it up, I mean, because especially the way you see like Omni-Man just dispatch the Guardians of the Globe, you're thinking, well, what are these fucking guys gonna do, and why do they keep coming back to these guys? And really great world building. Like they set the page, they set the story. Even the fucking Cyclops alien up on the fucking moon and shit.
Dude,
Seth Rogen. That was Seth Rogen.
Man. I loved him.
Earth for some chicks.
Yeah. Like shit, dude.
Yeah, that was Seth Rogen actually. I saw him in the credits as like he was like an executive producer or whatever. So yeah.
So yeah,
awesome.
I like how the season ended with them talking and stuff. That was really fucking cool too.
Yeah. It's the only thing that sucks is that now we have to wait. I don't even know how long we have to wait for season 2. That's the bummer.
That's kind of the thing that makes me want to read the comic, just to like not have to wait. But also like, I might wait. Maybe I'll wait like 2 or 3 seasons in and then go back and read all the comic, or at least just maybe I'll read the first part to catch up to where we're at now. But
I own one single Invincible comic book. I think it's like.
Did you buy that recently, or did you always have that?
No, I've had it for a few years.
Nice. I had never even heard of this fucking thing until the show came out, obviously. But
I have the first 5 or 6 issues, and from what I understand, those are all fucking bank right now too.
Shit.
I'll bet, man. Dude, anytime anybody ever does something like this, those comics. I remember in the Blackout and Shout Chat, and then people, Yul and Josh both are collecting comics, and he works at a comic shop, one of them actually, and he would show like images of anytime something happens in like the MCU where they show a character, like, so for example, the White Vision. So that week, that first comic that White Vision was in just fucking skyrocketed in sales. Yeah, I guess it makes sense, but like it seems a little crazy, I guess. It's not like that impactful of a comic.
Well, when when you look at like how media controls like how people perceive shit, you
Yeah.
know, that's basically what it comes down to. Look at The Walking Dead. I mean,
Mhm.
how fucking expensive are so
Some of
many of
those.
comics? Yeah, you know.
Issue 27 I have, dude. First appearance of the governor, dude. I could probably sell that for like over $200, dude, easily.
Probably,
But you
like,
shouldn't. That's a good fucking.
No, hell no, dude. That because not only was that the first appearance of the governor, that comic, that issue was fucking dope.
yeah.
Because that's the one he cuts Rick's hand off in.
Mhm.
Tell you what,
And
it's
it's like,
as much as I
fuck,
didn't
dude, it was
like
crazy.
dislike that show progressively since it started, like I still think in the show the governor was the guy who played the governor was fucking awesome. Now that said, the governor in the comic was way fucking crazier, man, and way cooler.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know, dude. I kind of liked the way they did the governor in the show. He was like just so
He was like charming. He was like,
charismatic,
yeah,
dude. Yeah, like I feel like there was only a couple things that the show did better than the comic, and that was with the governor's story because it made it more interesting. In the comic, he was just this like gnarly, fucking brutal, ruthless guy,
he's like this
which was
redneck
also
guy with like a
cool
fucking
too. Yeah.
skullet and fucking yeah.
But yeah, man, like I don't know. The character building is you could tell like I wonder if some of the people who were involved in some of the early Walking Dead seasons where they actually had where it was like really good are involved in this because it's from Skybound.
Yeah.
Well, that's Kirkman's company.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, like when I remember the first time, like I guarantee you, I still have those issues of previews somewhere, either in the basement or it's over in my storage spot too. But like when Invincible was initially solicited, because if I remember right, it was an Image book,
Mm-hmm.
and like it just looked cool. It looked like a cool, fun superhero book. Didn't really know too much about it. Like Kirkman wasn't like really out there pushing it like crazy, and um it wasn't quite the same success that The Walking Dead was. So like, you know, but that's not to say it didn't have like its hardcore fans that, you know, loved it from the very first issue on.
For
It
sure,
totally,
yeah.
but it's good, man. Like it's so cool to see it. Like and even though it's Robert Kirkman and it's not exactly like an indie comic anymore, you
Yeah.
know, like you know, he's not exactly an indie comic guy anymore, is I guess
Yeah.
should make.
But
Uh,
it's awesome. He made it in a world of DC and Marvel. So like
yeah, like
fucking A, dude.
to put it out there, to create it and to put it out into the world and have it be successful and it not be DC or Marvel, that's a
Yeah.
fucking that's a
Kind of
win for every creative artist out
sure.
there.
Kind of like McFarlane. Like would he kind of unless I'm wrong, he wasn't. He was independent, right? At least
Yeah.
at the start.
Yeah, he doesn't he
He
have like owns Image Comics too, or
Yeah, Todd was one of the founding members, the founding fathers of Image. There's seven of them, and like, but Todd's career goes back to the '80s, like the late '80s. He was working for DC Comics
Okay.
before he made the move over to Marvel, and like all of his Marvel shit blew up. Like
Okay.
he did the Hulk for I think around like it was somewhere between like 10 and 20 issues of the Hulk. And if you go and try to buy any of those books today, just look them up, like they're all going to be stupid expensive.
So
Um
I guess so it's like McFarlane got his start with DC and Marvel and then went
and
independent,
then
whereas Robert
launched
Kirkman
it.
started off on his own with The Walking Dead. Unless I don't know about that either. Did
Yeah,
he get
I
his
think
roots?
so, yeah.
yeah, he basically just kind of did his own thing. Like he might have had, you know, some small jobs with Marvel or DC
Sure, yeah.
that.
He found an inker or some shit like that.
I mean, the thing about a guy like Todd though is Todd was the head comic book rock star of that era. Like
Right.
there was when he was on Spider-Man and Jim Lee was on X-Men, those two were the number 1 and number 2 book every month. And those were like they were in the 90s, they were the top shelf. The X-Men animated series, the Spider-Man animated series, neither one of those things happens without Todd McFarlane or
Yeah.
Jim.
They were both based off of like their kind of like deal right there.
Yeah.
And this is awesome. Those are like my 2 favorite eras of like comics. Is just him doing Spider-Man, and you know, there's other really great Spider-Man guys too, and other really amazing X-Men guys too, Claremont and all that shit. But yeah, the Jim Lee is just the fucking best. Oh shit, nice.
Nice.
Issue 111.
I
got at a Comic-Con. I got that signed by Ryan Otley.
Oh, dope, man. That's fucking tits. I honestly, I can't wait to rewatch the show. Like, I'm totally going to rewatch it.
Yeah, I watched it weekly, dude, from like the first episode.
Was it released every week, or was it
once a week? Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad that I got to just binge it, and then I can go back again. But what a fucking. You know who was my favorite character? Like the you know, he only had like a little part, but that when he goes in to fight Machine Head, who was also an awesome character with his fucking Kanye voice he was speaking. One of the villains that he got to defend him, that big giant cat, I think it was called Battle Beast, I think was what they named.
Dude,
that guy
that thing
awesome.
Was insane, man.
I hope they bring him back when he just fucking smashed his chest in.
He didn't die, so he'll definitely be back, and I'm pretty sure we'll see Invincible destroy him at some point.
Hopefully, because he put a fucking hurt on him, dude.
Yeah, totally, man. Well, I guess they kind of setting up for like the next arc or whatever to be like the what were they called again? The Viltrumites. Viltrumites. Yeah, I guess they're gonna be like invading or whatever. And I was totally going into this whole like overarching thing after seeing Omni-Man destroy all those heroes, thinking that he was gonna end up being like controlled by somebody or like under the influence of something or like being held hostage by somebody. But yeah, no, it just turns out he's a fucking dick. It was it was crazy. So I guess we're gonna see more of hopefully him and Omni-Man fight. And he'll be coming back more powerful, obviously, I guess. So it might be a little more even ground. But yeah, Omni-Man was like great, man. And J.K. Simmons I can't stress enough how amazing he is.
Yeah, like I think it would be hilarious if they came back with like if Omni-Man comes back to Earth with some more Viltrumites that are like children, and they just slap the shit out of Mark. Like, you know, even though they're kids, they've been training on their planet long, and you know,
fucking, that'd be sick. Dude, I did notice that Mark's skull is a lot stronger than Glenn's.
Yeah.
So I think Steven Yen is a little safe on the show. Like, he's not going to die off soon.
That's probably why Kirkman gave him the job, you know.
Dude, there's another Image comic that I've been hearing is like in the works to be made a show or a series that Glenn is also supposed to voice. I'm sure you probably know about it, Neeko. Chew.
Yeah.
This is like a Kill Bill cover that I have. I got this at that same Comic-Con.
I never heard of that before.
From John Layman. Dude, that's a cool ass book. I've read about 7 or 8 trades of that.
Yeah.
So not the whole thing, but
I like how Kirkman's doing the whole like Whedon thing where he's bringing like all his like people in and just kind of like because there was like a ton of fucking voice actors. I put them up here. You know, Maggie, she was War Woman. The Ross Marquand and obviously Steve Yen. And yeah, there was a whole bunch of fucking Walking Dead people that were voice acting this. It's cool. It's gonna be like
I noticed that, dude. I'm like, damn, this is like a reunion.
Yeah, it's gonna be like his version of like the Whedon verse, where he just keeps using repeat actors. in everything he does, which is awesome.
Dude, I mean, Steven Yeun is doing. He did so good as fucking Mark, dude. Like it was.
Yeah. Hopefully, Robert Kirkman doesn't turn out to
Yeah.
be as big of a dickhead as fucking Joss Whedon turned out to be. But
I mean, like typically that's kind of how a lot of filmmakers work. Like
sure, Kevin Smith and yeah,
you meet people you have chemistry with, and you just
100%,
fucking
yeah.
roll.
And it works because even though like maybe they're not like high build, like incredible fucking actors, they work well with these people. So there's like you said, like there's chemistry with them, and they all know what they're doing, and they just know each other's like vibes and everything, and it just makes it work so well. Sandra Oh as Mark's mom was really good
Dude,
too.
Yeah. That's why she doesn't like J.K. Simmons right now. She's like, you don't talk shit to Sandra Oh.
Yeah, I don't. I loved Rexplode. He was like one of my favorites. And Monster Girl was fucking great. She's
Dude,
like she was one of my favorites. And she like fights Rexplode, and then she like fist bumps him at the end. And was like, yeah, sorry about the dick joke. I'm sure your junk is great.
I am honestly terrified at how her story is going to end and how she's going to end up fucking getting murdered at some point and like just being like, I had to stay in monster form, but when I change back, I'm going to be a fucking 6-month-old.
Yeah, that's kind of creepy and weird. But it seemed like one of the arcs was that robot wanted to kind of like figure out a way to like cure her of her curse.
No,
like that.
he put himself into a clone young boy body for a reason.
Right, but he even said that he wanted to try and help her figure out like what was the deal. I think that that's why he did it, so he could be like the same age as her. But I think he was gonna try and like cure her of that or whatever.
Yeah, he's gonna try to kill her all right with his dick.
Yeah, that was that whole thing was creepy, man. With him being in that little, I didn't see that coming at all. Like,
yeah, me neither. I thought it was just some fucking like badass robot, dude.
Yeah. So awesome, and they switched the voice actor too. It was like two different voice actors played both of them.
Was it two different voice actors or was it modulating?
No, it was. I had it up here. It was Ross Marquardt was the guy from The Walking Dead, played when he was Rudy or whatever. But there was a different guy that did the robot voice. Zachary Quinto did the robot voice.
Yeah, he was the robot. But then, when he was a kid, it was someone else.
It was the guy from Walking Dead.
Ross
Marquand, yeah.
Dude, I'm not surprised, man. That guy does impressions of people. Like,
yeah,
he sounds
he's awesome.
Just like him.
I used to listen to him all the time.
They get him to do everything.
Yeah.
Like, literally have him voice like any character, dude.
Yeah, he was always a repeat guest on Doug Loves Movies, that Doug Benson podcast that I used to listen to back in the day before I stopped listening to podcasts.
Doug Benson, how do I know that?
He's this weed comic.
He's
like,
oh
god,
he started out really awesome, and then he started getting I used to be a huge fan of him, and then he kind of like tapered off for me, where it was like his whole shtick got a little lame.
Years ago, he blocked me on Twitter because I said some shit to him that was really honest, and it just must have really busted his balls just a little harder than he's used to from some fucking stranger on the internet. And
yeah, I used to be a huge fan of his. It's not that I don't like him now. It's just like I just kind of got bored because he hasn't evolved. So he was like one thing that I thought was really funny, and then he just stayed to that thing and never got any better or worse or anything. Like it was just worse. Yeah, it definitely got worse. I like his old stuff, but I'm not interested in him anymore.
I think that's a big part of his problem is that like he, instead of actually like figuring out actual comedy, like he's just stuck on just being fucking high all the time and just being stoned, because you really be fucking blitzed out of your fucking mind and be on a stage and do a cohesive comedy show in front of people. Like you can get up there and do it, but
Yeah.
Exactly.
I still like his old first couple albums where I thought were really really funny, and the movie Super High was really cool, and the one where he went to the Comic-Con was really fun too. But yeah, he found his niche, and he never put in any effort to get out of that. Just felt like he had a formula, and it just got stale after a while. So
I
it's
just
not
felt
even
like it made people
out
who
of its
smoke weed look
niche.
bad.
yeah.
Like it's like, dude, like you're an idiot. You're up there like bumbling around. Like, dude, what the fuck? Like people don't
Yeah.
do that when they smoke weed. Like
That's a thing. That's a thing that I
Yeah.
kind of like. It kind of bums me out.
that's
when
why I
see
don't
like
like it.
weed comedy and weed like movies and stuff like that. Like even Half Baked had this kind of a little bit like they kind of like make stoners seem like they're really fucking stupid and as funny as it can be in like a movie or something. It's not how it really is. Like we smoke weed and we're just like regular people. It's just we're not dumb, you know.
That's part of the problem with him is he hasn't realized or come to understand that like separation of the TV or movie screen versus real life where
Yeah.
like you can be a fucking pothead and actually have a conversation.
Or,
But
and still be
yeah.
smart and
yeah.
And
Like,
speaking of, do you guys want to smoke some more weed?
let's do that.
It would be the shit, big homie, if I could walk with you and talk with you and get up on a fat bag or two. Cause I've been hanging from this pole for so long and smoking on homegrown, my headache is full blown. I ain't the smartest scarecrow with a hat, but if you lift that little latch and I go crash into a pumpkin patch, don't leave me hanging, big homie, just pull the lever so we can just get to walking the yellow alley together. Cause I don't need a brain, don't need anything, I just want somebody to smoke with.
And I'm with that, man, it ain't no thing. We can smoke the cans, but you gotta put something on it.
And I'm with that, you know I'm with that.
I helped set his ass free, he slipped off, then his fucking leg ripped off, and he was like,
Don't mind that shit, dog, it ain't nothing at all. Just a little bit of stuff in that straw.
hey Paul, I mean Scarecrow, yo.
Don't ask if I ever tried to...
Chris, what did you get this week?
Two noteworthy things here. I didn't have to put him in dino mode yet, but
Well,
I think I
first
got-
you have to say Predacons terrorize.
yeah, dude, this thing is just so sick.
Yeah, I'm
Great.
very glad that you got that.
Yeah,
It's,
me too. And so I'm good on Beast Wars, man. Like I got Megatron and I got fucking Primal, I should say, you know.
And the Rat Trap, and you need to get the Dinobot.
I got a Rat Trap, dude. Yeah, that's true. True, I got me
You
a
too.
Rat Trap.
Speaking of Dinobot, I saw somebody put out there's like an add-on kit for him to replace the hands.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. I might actually put in some effort. I don't usually buy add-on kits, but I don't need to anymore because I have an add-on kit man now. Apparently.
There's that.
Yeah.
There's also a gap filler kit for
Yeah.
too. I actually saw that those are all downloadable too. So
Oh, dope.
yeah, so like I could,
Yeah,
I-
the hands were really like the biggest thing for me because I mean, as fucking awesome as that figure is, those raptor hands are just. Ugh.
yeah, they're horrifying. Like,
Hey girl.
yeah, bizarre. Like, and just
It's mind-boggling because there's no reason why they couldn't give them an articulation point at those wrists. There's no reason, even with the transformation.
yeah.
I guess just laziness, but that figure's still fucking amazing. Besides that point,
Yeah.
not as
And
good as the Cyclonus, but
no, it's not the Cyclonus, but the amount of detail and attention that went to figuring out that transformation is pretty sweet, and the bot mode is amazing. Like it's next to flawless.
Yeah.
It's just those damn raptor paws things are, he's out searching for glory, except he's searching for it at the glory hole.
yes, he does have a very fabulous hand pose.
Yep.
What else did you get? Because I know you got something else awesome.
Yeah, I got member of the good old Rumble Society.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it really. He's got like green eyes, dude.
Yeah,
Inside his
totally.
skull. It's
Yeah.
fucking dope, dude.
They're glowing right now, dude.
Yeah,
light,
they actually
light,
glow.
they're
I wonder
like
if they glow in the dark.
seemed like
Oh, I
there
have
was
my
like some
black
light piping in that thing actually.
Yeah, it unless that's what it is, that it's
Dude, they glow.
Yeah.
Oh, it's tits.
That's fucking dope shit, man.
Oh my god, dude. I didn't even know that. Yeah, man, this guy is like, he's on just like the basic Gomez, pink skull, all the like that buck.
Yeah.
Minus the Converse, he's wearing like the combat boots, like the Hazard Squad
Oh.
Gomez.
Right on.
But yeah, this thing is so good, dude.
Awesome.
This figure is amazing. And he comes with some pretty sick, like he comes with this
that thing is awesome.
fucking rocket launcher.
The rocket launcher fire.
That's just an awesome prop, like a prop figure, like just to have like
just to like set up in a weapon room, dude. Yeah,
for sure.
like,
Yeah,
I have a little case for like just weapons that have come with my Mezco figures.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, there's some fucking nice guns in that thing, man. When I get some room and shit to build a fucking diorama, that's what's gonna.
Big ass armory.
Yeah.
You got to get like some like pegboard, like backdrop to like hang everything up, like a fucking workshop of doom.
Like your Frank Castle.
I got a fucking mystery machine too. I need to break out.
What? That's dope.
The 12 scale ones that were at Walmart. Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy would be cool to go in there though. Just mystery machine, dude.
Oh, totally, dude.
Like
I need to get
him
van
with the pink skull, and that'd be dope, dude. Have him just rolling.
I need to get a news van because I pre-ordered that April O'Neil. So I need to get a nice like little news van.
He comes with the same like kind of old school style pistol. Hold my hand up. That the golden Gomez comes with, but his is gold.
Oh, nice.
So, and he's got a slot for 2 magazines to fit on the other side of his chest holster.
I love slots.
So they could put the 2 gold. They could put the 2 gold mags and the gold gun in his thing, and I have that golden ninja skull that I could put on there.
Yeah.
And he could be like some like golden agent or whatever. That's pretty dope, dude. You could do so many things with them.
I'd love to. Like I always say, I want to get one of those Gomez ninjas. Next time they do one, I'll probably get it. But that golden one is really awesome. If they ever like redo that or something, I only need one. So if they ever redo him, that would be awesome. But also a red one or a blue one or black, whatever, would be awesome too. I'd buy.
Yeah, the Bruce Lee one, dude, is.
Yeah. That one's
I still think the Hazard one, like the A-Team style Gomez that came with that huge, all that fucking shit, is probably my favorite. But the Bruce Lee one is like a close second, man. Those two are like my favorite ones.
Yeah, the Bruce Lee one is sick.
So he comes with flames that you can put over his fist too, so he could like punch with the flames and shit, dude. Like it's the whole thing is just so sick, man.
That's so
yeah,
cool.
it's a tight figure. Get anything else?
No, just that.
No fucking Bjork cassettes.
Not this week.
No.
I only wanted Post because I love that album. So
Yeah.
fuck, I'm gonna get one pink.
Well,
it's a pink cassette, limited edition.
Yeah, if they ever did like a redo of the Purple Tape, the Raekwon album that I have that had Jason customize the Rumble for me, like I would totally buy that just for like a vintage kind of display thing. I think they did do it years ago. I think they reissued it as a tape, but I didn't collect back then. So, but all right, I'll go, and then we'll get to the dope ass shit that Neeko had to show. But I got my long-awaited box, and fuck you USPS for taking longer than it took Neeko to send the box. It took longer for them to fucking deliver it because they're assholes. And I guess my fucking state is a dick about. I still haven't gotten my acid storm yet.
Wow.
It says it's been sitting in Lehigh Valley, which is like 5 minutes away from me and a half hour away from where it's supposed to be delivered. And shout out to TF Source for being cool enough to say that they would run a trace and to figure out what's going on but also to take what I ordered, and they grabbed new ones for me. And the guy was like, "Look, I'm literally setting this aside in my office, so you can, if I cannot trace this down for you, I am going to send you these things for no charge," which is it was great. It was an Acid Storm and a set of Energon cubes that I ordered just to get the free shipping. So yeah, so that was cool of them, but the USPS said that they were like, "Oh yeah, this hasn't even been shipped. It's just an auto-generated." And then like the TF Source guy was like, "Look, I know for a fact that our shipping label thing that comes out, like when you get the package, there's a machine that spits out the label. They put it on, and they literally only have to do a 180 to the shipping box. So that thing 100% went into the shipping box. And I don't know what happened to it after that, but we definitely sent it out. So it's probably just USPS that's being assholes about it.
They tell you a different thing every time. I feel like
Mhm.
when you're trying to call about shit, like they just have like recycled responses.
Yeah, for sure. And I've had USPS people tell me like that same thing, like, "Oh, we don't really know where it's at. We don't think it was ever shipped," and then like it came that day. So you don't know. These guys don't fucking know what they're doing.
Yeah,
they're always really nice. The ladies at my local post office, the girls that work there, are like really nice. They just, it's not their fault. They didn't fucking do it.
Yeah.
Like it kind of, that's actually one of the things that really bugs me about it, is the fact that, like, you know, nobody takes responsibility. Nobody wants to tell you the truth or give you like an actual answer. It's always a different story no matter who you talk to. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because I'll have 3 different people tell me 3 different things.
Totally.
But anyway, so I got my box from Neeko, and I was so excited to get this. And there were some things in there that I was like really excited to get, and things that were older that I don't even really like mind that much. Like, for example, this Spider-Man came with it, and I'm totally, and there's nothing.
That?
It's the new one, the retro one that came out.
Oh, nice.
So like,
dude, yeah,
I was,
book, man.
it's nice.
You up with Chris?
But I'm super fucking just kind of out on Marvel Legends right now. Like I have zero interest in any of the. I saw a whole bunch of new ones. I was thinking about grabbing that Peter Parker one, just because I don't feel like tracking down the Mezco one, and I want to collect all those. But actually, kind of
him and Miles.
Yeah, I would kind of rather, like, at some point get the Mezco one, or not Mezco, Mayfax. Sorry. But that's a cool look at Marvel Legends. It's just like, I have zero interest in any of these things that are coming out, like as far as like mainline.
Check if you have the Walmart app on your phone. When you go to Walmart, scan if you see Peter or Miles or any of those figures, scan them with the Walmart app, because it'll tell you if that store has them on clearance, because a lot of the times they don't mark stuff clearance.
Yeah.
They just do it through the store computer system. So like you wouldn't know it was clearance or not if you haven't. And there have been a fuck ton of reports of people finding that entire wave for $11.
Yeah. It's just I don't know, just Marvel Legends, man. They just bum me out anymore.
Yeah.
I want to kind of feel like I want to sell all the ones I have now. And I did before, but like even the X-Men shit, you know what really fucked me up was the Age of Apocalypse wave. That just really, that wave was so trash, and it just really fucked me up with those. I'm just like, wow, these things are they're all crap. They don't come with any accessories. The Build-A-Figure is garbage, and they barely stand up. I mean, you know what the problem is I have them all on these shelves in my room, and I'm so sick of every single day walking into my room and having to pick up 4 or 5 Marvel Legends because they don't fucking stand up. And all they do is do shelf suicide all day.
Yeah, they suck. Like,
that whole Age of Apocalypse wave was done in-house by the Marvel Legends team instead of paying somebody money to do it, because X-Men waves are bringing them so much more money than anything else that they decided, well, fuck, if this is our cash cow, why don't we just crap a bunch of these out in-house and we'll save some money for bigger deal stuff and have like the named sculptors and stuff do other shit here and there.
Yeah.
We'll put them on movie stuff. We'll take care of the comic stuff.
Like-
And we can do it all in house. It's all just retools and repaints and
Yeah.
A couple
the
of
point-
new heads.
To the point where I didn't even give a shit when they did. Like, everybody was clamoring for that new Rogue figure, and I didn't even care. I didn't even get it. I just want to get rid of all these. And anytime some company like Mafex or Marvel, or I'm sorry, Mafex or Mezco, like, does an import figure, I'll just get that, because I would rather just get rid of all this crap garbage that I have and then spend the 70, 80 bucks on a good figure that I want. And I really don't care about anything other than just like the 90s kind of like X-Men team at this point. So like, I might keep my X-Force team, like with Wolverine and X-23 and Phantom X and the Psylocke and stuff like that. But yeah, all the other stuff I'm just gonna get rid of. And I don't care about it anymore. But I do actually like this figure. It's dope. It's basically the Snake Eyes, like the whole deal with the whole waist pivot and stuff like that. But you're right. Like, he is like a little muscular. Like, he does have, like, he did leg day for sure. This guy
is way too buff for Spidey, especially to be on an animated style card.
Yeah, I'll show you right here. Yeah, you're right. He's jacked as fuck, man.
Well, I feel like on the 90s animated series, he was pretty big. He felt bulky.
He was big, but like that Spidey is fucking shredded.
And again, like not to say that this isn't a decent figure. It definitely is. I'm just, my whole
he's jacked.
mentality is just like out of Marvel Legends right now. I'll tell you right now, I like the Pizza Spidey. I like him better than this figure. That figure really holds up. Anyway, moving along, these ones I was actually pretty excited about. I got the Lord Drakkon figure, which is awesome because I have the Evolution 3 one from the SDCC last year, which is awesome. And I'll probably get the 2 if they ever do the 2. But yeah, this one's awesome. Those comics are really good. There's I forget who does them. Boom. Is it Boom? I think that does the Power Rangers comics, and that whole
I can see it being them, yeah.
Yeah, that whole Shattered Grid arc is really cool, where they kind of they start from the beginning, kind of like reinvent the whole like Power Rangers thing, and they keep it pretty similar to what the show was. But there's the whole thing with Tommy being like there's an alternate dimension Tommy, where he's like an evil and was actually corrupted by Rita and everything, and it's just cool. It's really cool to see like an evil ass fucking Tommy be badass. And I have the Ranger Slayer, which is awesome, that goes with it, the evil. And then I got this, which I took the shield off. The shield just popped off. So I finally got me a fucking Black Ranger. And the only thing that's different than him and the other one at this point is the armbands. And I don't really care. I spoke to Ryan Brashear from the THC group, and he said that basically all you do is if you really want to, you just sand down the armbands and just paint them black. But I don't really think I care about that. I don't mind that he has gold armbands. It's whatever. He rounds out my team. So now I have all the Power Rangers, and I'm so hyped to get together.
It's Zach Bling making up for his missing finger.
Do you have the White Ranger?
I have all of them. I have all the OG ones. I have the entire set now. I don't think I'm missing anything from the
I've almost
original.
bought the green a couple times, and I almost bought the Black Ranger.
Yeah, I have the green.
Like, man, I don't need to be buying all this shit. I'm like, so I only have the White Ranger.
I have a few of them. I have white, I have blue, I have pink, I have yellow, I have Zed. And I'm kicking myself in the ass because I never bothered to grab a red or green. And I saw green a bunch of times. And I was always just like, oh, this is cool. And it's $20 and I should grab it today. And it was one of those days where there was nothing else at the store. And, if I recall correctly, I didn't find anything for several days after that. So, like,
yeah,
I should have grabbed it when I saw it, and I didn't. And that was the last time. I haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah,
I only saw the Green Ranger actually once. I see the red still sometimes.
Yeah,
I'm pretty much at this point, like, I'm done with Power Rangers. I feel like the only other ones I would ever need to get, like if they ever did like a Bulk and Scully I feel like that might happen eventually. I have the
Vulcan
Zordon.
Skull, dude. Oh,
Yeah, I have the Alpha. I haven't. I have so many Power Ranger boxes that I haven't even opened yet. And the reason is because I was waiting to get the whole set so I could finally open them all and just have like a whole Power Ranger day. It's gonna be great. I haven't even
Turn on
opened
the show
Zed.
on Netflix.
Yeah, exactly. The Zed and the Rita are still sitting in box, and so is the Alpha. And yeah, I have Goldar, and I didn't bother getting any of the villain things, but yeah. The only other one I would be interested in is if they ever did like an Ivan Ooze. I'd probably get him just because I love that movie. As shitty as it was, it was
I
such a
loved
terrible
it,
fucking
man.
movie, but I love it.
I was so hyped when they were snowboarding out of the plane,
Yeah.
dude. I was like,
There's
I was losing it, dude. I was probably in like 4th grade or 3rd, so I'm like right in that age, dude. I was fucking about it.
I think a lot of people actually want the movie costumes in figure form. So
Like the ninja suits and shit.
the
loved the ninja ones,
but also like the actual movie Ranger costumes, like the
yeah, they
Rangers.
were like armored almost.
Yeah,
They were sick. Yeah.
Yeah, they looked really good for their time. You know, way better than the show, and that was really kind of the downside. Is it's like, oh, you go from that being so dope, and then you come back to the show, and you're just like,
Yeah,
ugh.
that's just that whole show it's like the best worst thing that I like. It's all so bad. Even like
So-
that acting, like none of those actors were great, and but I still loved it. The only other thing I'd be interested in is if they ever did like MP scaled like Zords. I'd probably be in for just the original one and maybe the Dragon Zord. I don't really care about anything else other than that.
The Dragon's already got me hyped too. Every time the thing came out, I'm like, oh shit! And like this fucking homie's getting his motherfucking flute out. Like, down, dude. I was
Like he's goddamn, like he's Link playing his fucking ocarina.
In 2nd grade and shit, just like being so hyped, dude, on fucking Power Rangers.
And it just starts playing Sunset by midnight.
That'd be awesome if you could program it to play different songs.
I'm sure you could.
Man, that thing was synth as fuck, dude.
But anyway, moving on, I got this Hoth thing, which is awesome. I'll add anything like this to my Star Wars shelf. So now I have 2 of them, which is great because
Do you need a couple more?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, definitely. If you're just offering them, for sure.
Sure.
I'll throw you some money for them. Just a true build Star Wars shit.
Just give me stuff for shipping, like $8 or whatever.
Right on. What else did I get from the box? Oh, this I was so fucking hyped to get, and I'm so glad I gave her the Darksaber because she is Mandalore. So I got me a nice Bo-Katan, and this figure is awesome. I really wish they kind of redid it a little bit for the Casca Reeves that's coming out, but it's the same thing, just with a different face. And I'll still get it, but yeah, what are you gonna do?
Different head, different helmet, but
yeah, same body. Like, yeah, her helmet, her face sculpt is better than the Hot Toys, which is cool.
The Hot Toys
and
looks
his
like
name
John
was
Cena.
John.
He does.
Dude,
And then,
I wonder if they're gonna do SH Figure Arts if they're gonna make one.
hopefully, the face. If anything follows the whole route with SH Figure Arts, is the head sculpt will probably be garbage on that too.
Yeah.
That'll probably look even more like John Cena.
But one of the coolest things I got in my box was Neeko hooked me up with these 3D printed parts. So first, showing off this Nintendo gun, which is dope as shit. I got two actually Bumblebee guns, which is awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, I still wish I grabbed that Netflix Bumblebee, but I'll bet you this thing is cooler than the fucking one that comes with the MP too. Reflector. I got a nice little reflector, which is awesome. I can add this to my collection of cameras because I have like 5 reflectors. And this bad boy, I got these gap fillers for Primal, which is awesome. Makes him look so much cooler, just without that whole chest gap. And this is like one of my standout figures of the year. this thing. So just to have that makes me very happy to get this. And the best thing that came, the 3D printing thing, was the cheater gut gun. And I love this. And this is going to be my project for next week. I'm gonna get some paint, and I'm gonna paint this up. It's gonna be the first thing I ever actually commit to painting.
Nice.
And yeah,
Oh yeah, dude.
excited. I'm very excited. So I'm gonna be hitting you up this week just for some advice on that.
Yeah, for sure.
I also got this fucking thing, which I never would have got, but it was half off. This fucking monstrosity. It actually, like, the Blackbird. The only reason I got this is to have a Blackbird. The Blackbird looks cool. It just looks like a 90s ass Blackbird. Was actually pretty fucking surprised by how nice the figure is. It's actually got some really weird, like, and it has like a waist swivel, kind of like that the thing that Jason did, the Windblade that was a car. Like, it has like a waist swivel to it, which is kind of cool. So honestly, articulation wise, it's actually a little impressive. It just looks, it's just, whatever. It's goofy as shit. This whole idea is just kind of weird.
I mean,
this thing at the top is weird. That has that. I wish that would have kind of folded in or something.
Yeah. Well, you can always use them as background fodder for some Decepticons, having just kicked his ass or something. Practice adding sparks to figures in the background.
Came with these janky ass fucking little like tiny Sabretooth and Wolverine, and they're so terrible. Like, I'm gonna probably just throw these the fuck out. They don't even stand up. Like, I can't even. They don't even stand up. It's so dumb.
Well, they're made of the same plastic as the figures, like effects, like that translucent purple shit.
Yeah, they're garbage.
Yeah, they're super weak, and they use really, really low quality plastic, and that's actually really sad because they have a bunch of paint glopped on them. It's not even painted on. It's just kind of glopped on.
It's very sloppy. The Wolverine face doesn't even look like Wolverine. It looks like I don't know if you could see, but he has like a yellow fucking mouth. It's very weird looking.
Yeah.
It looks terrible. But anyway, like, just, to have this thing just be half off, and obviously it was half off because nobody was buying it. So to have this thing just be like $30 for basically a leader class Transformer is fine. And like I said, now I have a Blackbird, so I can have a little X-Men display, toss a Blackbird in there, and just call it a fucking day. 2 more things that I got. I got this Zartan, which is actually really dope. This thing's cool as fuck. Comes with some nice accessories, a little backpack where you can take it off, and he has like his extra face in there. And I never see any G.I. Joes in Target. So I walked in and I saw 2 Zartans and 2 Cobra Infantries, and I was just like, you know what? Fuck this. And I bought all of them because I already have them all sold. So I put it up in the THC group, and seconds, people were like, yeah, I'll take it.
Sure.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know they're so fucking hard to find. So anyway, the last thing I got, and I want to say, he doesn't listen, but like a big fuck you to Nate Armstrong for constantly bugging me to start collecting Legos, because he's a big Lego guy. And I'm just like, no. And the other day I walked in and I bought a fucking Lego set because I have that Ahsoka thing with the 332nd Troopers that I bought off eBay. That wasn't an official Lego, but I bought this specifically just because of the little Anakin R2 that it came with. And it actually was really fucking fun. It's been a long time since I built a Lego, and it was actually really fun building it. So I have a nice little Jedi Starfighter. Comes with an R2 and an Anakin, and I'm not gonna buy any more Legos. But
this is where the fun begins.
Yeah, exactly. It was actually really it was pretty fucking fun building this. Like, yeah, been a long time. The last
Legos are fun to build. The thing about them, though, is once it's built,
exactly. Yeah.
Then what the fuck? I have to be careful as fuck with this thing. I have to be careful of where I fucking put it. Otherwise, it's gonna fucking fall apart.
Yep.
Fuck out of here. I have real collectibles to worry about.
So I think one of the things with Legos is that if people that are really, really into them and have the creativity to buy Legos and kind of do their own thing, I can see the appeal more of that, and to just, instead of I just followed the instructions and built this thing. But there's people out there that build amazing shit with Legos just out of their own fucking head, and there's a guy out there that does Transformers out of them, and they're amazing. They transform in everything. I follow him on Instagram, and he does all these crazy shit, and I'm like, how do you do that, man? But yeah, for me, I'm not going to be doing that. So
I mean, it's cool for people that are really into it.
Yeah.
I'm not hating on it because Legos are fun. I loved them as a kid. I think it's something that everybody kind of, at some point in your life as a kid, like we all fuck with Legos.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun. It was like it was a quick endorphin fix. I wanted a toy, and I bought a toy, and then I got to play with the toy for about an hour, and then now just I took that picture I took today was pretty cool with the Lego things, and it's cool to have a little Anakin to go with my Ahsoka and the 330 Troopers. And honestly, if I was ever going to buy any more, I would just buy that set, that unofficial Lego set that I bought with the 330 Troopers and Ahsoka. Like, that guy has a whole bunch of them. Like, he has one with that's Bo-Katan, and then he has a whole bunch of Night Owls. And they're only like $20, and they come with like fucking 11 or 13 like whole sets of things. So like that would be kind of cool. Like maybe buy like a 501st set with Rex and ARC Troopers and stuff like that, just to have like around. But yep, and that's it. That's it for my haul. And now I want to get to what Neeko did this week, because it's fucking banging. And if he got anything, you said he didn't get any toys or anything, right?
Yeah, I did not. I think the last new thing that I had gotten was G2 Megatron, which I think I had for our last show. Right?
Yep.
So,
awesome, though. Oh, you know what you did since then was you built that shoulder cannon.
What?
You 3D printed the shoulder mount for the thing to make it to be able to mount that cannon on the shoulder.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. That's
right.
awesome. So yeah,
because I had that. That was actually printing while we were doing the show. It actually finished like 20 minutes into us starting. So like at one point, my timer started to go off on my phone. I don't know if you guys could have heard that through the audio or not.
Yeah, no, it didn't pick up.
But yeah, so there was that. I mean, if you want to throw up that picture of G2 Megs standing over Sideswipe, that's going on there. The shoulder mount.
Probably use that as the screen grab for the episode.
Oh well, hold on, because I might do
another one.
Yeah, I might do a pic of what I'm about to show. Like I was after doing the shoulder mount for Megatron, I was like, all right, I need to look for something new I want, because it's like a high. You're basically doing searches for files that are, whatever you're searching for, like you're putting in your keywords, and it's like in my case I'm doing like Transformers Earthrise, War for Cybertron, Transformers Kingdom, whatever, anything, just to see what's new, what pops. And it's like there's so much stuff. There's literally so much shit. And I had just pulled Overlord out from my garage like a week ago, and I think I used him in a couple of pictures that I had posted on IG. And I was sitting here and I was just looking at him and I was like, holy shit, I wonder what's out there for Overlord. So I typed in Transformers, Titans Return, Overlord. And this fucking stunning set popped up, and it was a file I had to buy. I had to pay $5 for it.
Worth it. Totally worth it.
Absolutely worth it. Completely changes this figure from Titans Return headmaster trash to, I mean,
IDW, Last Stand of the Wreckers,
yeah,
Overlord. Yeah.
murdering everyone. Autobot, Decepticon, it doesn't matter who it is, he's killing them.
And that you painted it up too, which is awesome too. So, by the way, to anybody listening, that's not how it came out. It came out gray, and then Neeko painted it.
Yeah,
It's,
actually,
it's
I
phenomenal.
have. Here's I printed a couple more heads today too. So
Yeah, Chris, if you are interested, man, I'll try and get it for you. But if you would like to read that comic, it's one of the best Transformers comics ever made. It's called Last Stand of the Wreckers. So it's basically like this team that they call the Wreckers, who are just like, you know, the badass, like go in and fuck shit up Transformers team, and they go in and they fight Overlord, who is one of the like 6 like generals of Megatron or whatever, something like that.
he's a phase 6er. Like there were 3 of them. There was Overlord, Six Shot, and Sky Shadow or Black Shadow, whatever you want to call them. The 3 of them were Transformers that like Megatron would send to a world if they were gonna fucking completely level the entire planet to like take its fucking natural resources. He'd just send one of these guys and they would decimate the entire fucking planet.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
So Jed had actually been working on it for the last like forever, many years. It's just one of his like ongoing projects that he's, you know how it is, Neeko, when you start like a thing and you're like spinning all these plates and you never like get back to one of the plates and stuff like that. So yeah, he was doing like a motion comic for Last Stand of the Wreckers, and
Really?
yeah, actually I voice acted a couple parts in it, and I really hope it comes out eventually because it'd be awesome. But
it's funny that you say that because I was actually just watching one on YouTube yesterday or earlier today. I think it was yesterday.
His whole thing that was the problematic thing was that he had to digitally like take out all the bubbles, yeah, and like redraw all the shit behind it, and that's what's basically setting him back. And it's hard for him to like, you know, it's just hard to set in the time to do all that shit. So
well, that's also a fuck ton of work too.
Yeah, no kidding. For just even the first issue, it wasn't even the whole comic. It was just the first issue that he's doing. Yeah. But yeah, it's. Go ahead. Sorry.
The one that I saw on YouTube, all they did was white out the word balloons, but they had the characters speaking the dialogue and like the camera moving against like the what do you call it?
The thing.
The whole page layout, the scene, the shot was like there'd be like a different camera effect or whatever they were doing, like camera movement and stuff.
But that's just like even if you're not in the Transformers like standalone, that's a really good fucking comic. It's a really good trade.
It is.
Nice,
it's actually,
dude. How long is it?
It's maybe like 4 or 5 issues or something like that. Like it's just regular trade kind of length.
I'm pretty sure it was 4 issues. It's good. I have the trade in my basement. It's definitely worth the read.
Yeah,
if I think about it, I'll try and like download it. And actually, I might still have it because I know Jed sent it through to everybody when we were doing the thing. So
you should get that comic Chew also, man. You should look that one up. It's pretty dope.
Well, dude, there's a whole site that's it's called like free comic download. I don't know what exactly. I'll send you the site, but you can basically just download any fucking comic ever and just have it for yourself without having to buy any of them. It's pretty awesome. You have to download a thing on your computer or your phone, like a CBR reader. Yeah, which is kind of a pain in the dick because sometimes it's hard to read the comic because you have to like zoom in and keep zooming out on your phone. But on a computer, it's fine, or a tablet. It's great. It's how I read It's how I read Walking Dead. I read Walking Dead through that site. I just downloaded the entire series and just read it all on my computer. And I did the same thing with The Boys. I read the entire thing on just like a little tablet that I had. Yeah, it's a cool site. But yeah, Last Stand of the Records is phenomenal. I never read any of the other ones too. Like, I know there was like, I think 2 more. I know one that was supposed to be really awesome with Tarantulas as the fucking antagonist.
Yeah. I think it had him and like Overlord teaming up or something.
Yeah, something like that. I heard Tarantulas was pretty fucking sick in that.
Yeah, I actually never read that one. I was out of the IDW loop at that point, but
Yeah.
dude, this Overlord head is just amazing. Completely changes this fucking figure because like the whole headmaster gimmick is gone and this thing transforms with it and it comes with like a neck, a whole like base, like you have to like remove 2 screws on the actual body to remove like the whole headmaster gimmick. And
Dude, it gives them way more personality because
dude,
there's I don't know why Overlord was a headmaster, whatever they were doing at that time. I liked the headmaster line, but like I said before we started doing the show, like it doesn't hold up to me. But also it was just him just kind of like, I'm a headmaster, I guess. But like, yeah, that new head like just gives him like a whole just range of personality now. And now it's just like, because it's got a face and everything. Like it's just awesome. I love it.
It's just looking at it, it's like it's crazy because it's literally the comic book on a fucking toy.
Yeah, for sure. It makes me wish that I hadn't have sold my Overlord so I could get one from you.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. I wanted to like try to take a picture of him earlier today, but I didn't really end up getting a chance to before the rest of the familia came up.
So, well, yeah, definitely. If you do one, just I'll see it. So
you'll
if
see
you do,
it.
If you do one before Tuesday, I'll throw it up as the screen grab for this.
I was gonna do it tonight, but more than likely it'll probably be tomorrow.
Right on. Yeah, you had the whole lamb chop fucking ordeal today, so.
Dude, fucking, I've been fighting off the food coma for several now, so it's like I'm so tired and like just man, homemade cheesecake and everything. It's just fucking
stink.
I got that tonight.
Well, on that note, we can let you go slip back into your food coma and we can end this now. So thank you everybody for watching. Like, subscribe, share, hit the stupid little ding bell to notify you when we upload this. And
no,
don't.
You know.
So you know.
Exactly. So you know when it's there then.
This has been another episode of the Mandablorians. I have spoken. This is the way.